Join our Friday and Saturday Zooms for 3 hours of hands-on AHK teaching and support. Get unstuck and level up in real time. Witness how club members crush real AHK projects. It's eye-opening proof that our community sparks creativity and success.
Everything else looking great.
Yep.
Actually, Irvin, I see that you fixed the icon sizes, the icon problems. So, well, no, sorry. Can you change your screen DPI and reload the tool and make it 200 or something like that?
Okay, so let me make it 200. So Windows, it is 150.
Okay, that's okay. I just needed that is not 100%. Now reload the tool. Because there are some icons that they were not calculating the, there it goes,
Yeah.
the cut, copy, paste. So it's interesting that you didn't, so if you're working with code and you see that it works, something works, go ahead and look at what works and compare it to what you just did. The thing is that you're manually putting those icons in there while all the other buttons, they're using a very specific function. Let's go ahead and look at that function. So go to where the toolbar is being created. You don't have to scroll, just do control top, control home or search. I think on the main, yeah, so on the toolbar, that's the class itself, but that's being used. And there's a function that is being called when we're doing so find where the toolbar is being created. Here, okay. So this is the toolbar. Then we have, hold on. That's not the, oh, well, okay, it's here. So notice what I did above. Look at the resources, custom icon IDX, and then look at the function that I called add button. You instead, what you did is that you passed a map. So you didn't pass a custom IDX because notice what it's doing. Add an icon from resource. So all these numbers, 0, 1, and 2, you have to do the function above, just the function.
So they are not the.
I'm not sure. Let me.
They are not the icon numbers like this.
That's not what it is. You skipped this whole function, add icon from resource. You didn't do that.
Oh yeah, that is different.
And you're skipping that. But the thing is that that function is not just simply giving you a number. It's doing something else. And I fixed a DPI problem in that function. But the thing is that you're skipping that function completely. So for each of those, for each of them, for cut, copy, and paste, you have to create, call that function. That's the first thing. And second of all, I'm kind of interested about how did you come up with those numbers, 0, 1, and 2? Like
magic numbers.
No, look for the create icon from resource. Because again, you're looking at the function that you're using. And I told you there's a function that you're not using. That's the one that has the fix. This is the function that has the fix.
We are not using it, but here we are giving it a cut, copy, paste.
And that's exactly the problem. And that's what I'm telling you. It's a problem. You're not using the add icon from resource.
Yeah, so I think
you have to use that.
Well, Isaias, let me ask you this, just because, and I get how you want to have the ability separate, but to avoid something like this, why don't you create a function that actually does both?
Inside the add button. Yes, that's a good. So when I started with the tool, I was creating each of the functions separately. And there was one that it was called add icon from resource. And I said, oh, this is going to be very useful. But to your point, inside the add button, if you pass a map, and you give me an ID, I should create but then instead of an image number like this, right? You would have to pass the
Yeah.
path to the file and the
Yeah.
icon number.
Right.
And then inside, I will create the thing, right? So we can modify the function to do that. For now, Irfan, just copy that function. You see that function right there? Copy it.
Does everyone understand what we were just saying there, though, of the why that makes more, it's not that it makes more sense. It just helps you not have this problem of like, crap, I was supposed to do two things here, and I actually, even though it was running, right, we didn't do both. So we can make it where it's all together.
No, hold on, Irfan, close that. You already have this resource.
Right.
Things that you have it above. You did it at the top. You see 0, 1, and 2. Look for the 0, 1, and 2 above. You had it somewhere. You had to load that somewhere. You had to add it to a resource.
Like this?
I don't know where you did it. Where did you get those from, by the way?
I
You just
also
used
like
0,
it
1,
with-
and 2. Where did you get that? Where did you get those numbers from?
I'm not sure. I just did the example, I think. With this
The
tool.
example?
Yeah, I think that's
Oh, okay. But if you go to the tool and you go to the example, you will see that he loaded those independently.
somewhere he's creating a button buffer.
No, it's not here, but it's okay. Close that. It's fine. I think I understand what you're saying, but yeah, in this case, yeah, you would have to look for the icon. I thought that you had done it already.
No, we actually when I right click in Explorer, so you see I have these icons and not in here. I think if I copy and then maybe select. So I have these icons. I don't know how to use these icons.
We have to figure out which resource. We have to figure out which resource has them.
I tried to find those, but I think they are not icons. They are just
If you're using Resource Finder to find them, you're not gonna find them because Resource Finder is just using a group of DLLs. Probably the DLL that has that, I didn't know it at the time, so you're not gonna find them in here.
Oh, okay.
So look for cut or
So there's no cut.
scissors, maybe scissors. No. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know, but then you will have to, yeah, the cut, paste, and stuff. You probably will have to look for it
Ask a
visually and then figure out what the name was.
Mhm.
Well, but the point is, just that's part of what you would have to do just to fix that problem. Because in my case, in my monitor, I do have to use 150% or higher, and then all the buttons they look wrong. Well, those 3 buttons, I mean. But
Yeah,
that's how you
just-
do it. You just again, one thing that I do need you to kind of like start doing is not using those DLL files for the icons on your program. Go to
No, I
icons
think-
8, for example.
I think this is the one that is we are using, I think. Oh no.
according
No,
to
that's the size of the thing.
the cut.
Look
Is-
for
I
look
don't-
for. Sorry, go ahead.
137 and shell 32 is the cut icon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so go to the resource finder. Filter by the for the shell 32 there. Filter by that. I think it was below one more, and then 132.
137.
And that's why you wouldn't use the icons. Exactly
Ugh.
why I was telling you.
Yuck.
The thing is, depending on the Windows version, those icons can change. So what I was telling him is, go to icons 8, find the icons that you want and download them. try not to use the the DLL icons. You use the DLL icons for temporary things on your computer, but as soon as you're going to share these with other people, that's not a good solution. There's the
This one.
scissors.
260.
Yeah. So shell 32 might have it, but look, in here is 260. You see what I mean? In his computer is 137. On yours is 260. That's
Honey,
why
can
you don't use the.
Can you confirm 260? What icon you have is 260?
Oh, me? I just asked.
Yeah, you.
I asked Copilot what it was. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No worries.
Copilot.
But
No,
yes,
let me
I
look
think,
for it myself. Shell.
but I think
Actually,
that
Irvin, when you click on it, what is the name? What are the tags for it? Because I don't know. Did it have tags?
No, it didn't have any tag.
Oh, it didn't have. So add one right there. Well, it had the tags shell 32. Put a comma there, and then put scissors, and then comma cut or something, right? And then replace or append. Click on it. I think no, click on the other one here. That one. Click on the scissors again.
I am doing this one. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry. Oh yeah, I wanted to know if it would duplicate the thing. No, but it didn't. Paste, clipboard, yeah. There it goes. Yeah. At least now you can find it by that.
So where
All right,
is
but again,
so what's for copy? This is the cut, this is the paste.
copy is just like 2 pages, if I remember right. It's just like 2 little square boxes or something like that, but it's not in that list right now. It should be somewhere, but it's not visible. But anyways, that's the reason why I wouldn't. That's the reason why I try not to use the DLL files, right?
your point is copy them into the rest and use the ones from there, and then everybody will have what you
The
want.
same icons.
Yes.
Yes. So you can usually use those DLL files temporarily on your computer, but the problem is you will probably you have no idea what is going to happen in 10 years. They might change that icon, they might add new icons. So your
That's it.
icon might be might not work as intended in a little while. And
We don't know what they're going to do in 10
So-
days. Like,
there it is. Hold on. Look at this one might be one of them that you can use, you know. But the thing is, you just want to make it future proof. That's one. And second of all, it's just like, why depend on something that you have absolutely no control?
well, and Isaias, do you agree with this statement? If we were back 4 years ago, whenever before Windows 11 happened, I'd be much more open to saying, yeah, it's fine, they're stable, right? But
Yeah.
Windows 11 screwed everything, and now it brings in a lot of uncertainty. Like, I don't know if we can plan on those things being there, right? Like, so I'm
Yeah.
with
And there are some DLLs that actually don't change that much, but that's the thing. You never know when it's gonna do it, right?
This
I
looks
think
good.
Ray-
Yeah, there you go.
And you're
And
gonna
Ray-
have a res library anyway.
Yeah,
and they're tiny files, right? So
yeah, definitely. It just makes sense to go ahead and have your own icons, have them in, loaded in your program instead of depending on external libraries for. That's all.
all right.
Anytime anytime your code depends on external things, external libraries, external code, external resources, that is just a breaking point. It is a failure point that at some point you will have an email. And this one type of computer in Croatia, that file is named differently. Now it doesn't load, like, dude.
Tap into over 466 plus hours of AHK video gold, including fresh clips like this, for anytime learning that fits your schedule. Get insider savings, 25% off courses, scripts, and done-for-you AHK jobs, making premium tools affordable and accessible.